Ki Jai. Jai.
Our Gurudev said nothing, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj said nothing amazes him except that they're chanting Hare Krishna in China.
And Nitai is most enthusiastic Chinese.
Yeah.
So,
Such a nice devotee. Thank you, Nitai. Okay, next up. Page.
I'm in the other book. So.
Okay, so in this book, 275.
Nadia Nagaren Tai Niche Gaire.
Nadia Nagare Niche Gaire.
Jagannatha Sutta Mahaprabhu Vishwambara.
Jagannatha Sutta Mahaprabhu Vishwambara.
Mayapura Sasina Vadipasudakara.
Mayapura Shashina Vadipasudakara.
Sati Sutra Gora Hari Nimai Sundara. Radha Baba Kanti Achari Donata Para.
next one.
Nagare nagare gora gai, nagare nagare gora gai, nagare nagare gora gai, nagare nagare gora gai,
Rama
Damodar Ashtakam. So page in this book 272 and yellow one. Corey, these are special Kartik songs. It's a holy month and it's nearly over. So we sing these very special songs, and it's the month of Damodar, so this is the Damodar Ashtakam we sing every morning during this month.
Nama Vishwadam Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gopule Brajamanam
Vishwaram Sachidanandarupam
Jai. Damodarashtakam ki jai. So next, Sri Radhika Stava, page 241 in this book. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Taite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Taite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Taite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Maite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Taite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Taite. Damodhara Rati Vartana Veshe.
Sankarshan Prabhu, the next song. Hideva. Yeah. The next page,
The next one.
Parikasha Shri Guru Gauranga Radha Govinda Sundar Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Shri Gurudev Ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Jai Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Ganga Jamuna Ji Ki Jai. Jai Kartik Rata Ki Jai. Jai Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. Jai Gurudev. So today we bid farewell to our Hungarian devotees, and 10 Hungarian devotees have come and spent 10 days with us. It's gone very fast. And I just this morning woke up thinking of a parallel when in the 1930s Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, our great guru, and for some of you great, 3 times great, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his picture's on the upper right side, the founder of the Gaudiya Math, Srila Sridhar Maharaj's guru. After a big festival, it was either Navadipdam Parikrama or Gaur Purnima time. So many had come for the festival, and it was a glorious festival, but it was like a farewell address to everyone going home after the big festival. And some were going to other maths, some, because they had so many different temples. Math means monastery in Bengali. So some devotees were going back to their stationed maths, and some of the devotees were going back to their own personal homes. And Saraswati Thakur was saying goodbye to everyone. And in a very moving, compassionate mood, he said, surprisingly, it took everyone by surprise. He said, "Don't cheat me," as they were preparing to leave. This was his farewell address to the devotees. "Don't cheat me." And everyone a little surprised by that. After a glorious festival, this is his request to everyone. And what he meant by that is, yes, during festival time, everyone comes and you're all on your best behavior, and you're all being very humble and tolerant and respectful and showing me your inspired side and how good of disciples and followers you are during the festivities. But now you go home, and that's when the real test begins. Are you still going to be my real disciples and followers at home or in your other locations? Are you still going to be humble, still going to be tolerant, still going to be respectful? Are you going to still have that same level of enthusiasm in your daily lives? Is it all a real thing, or is it a sham? Like it's just a show right now? But don't go home and cheat me and go back to your mundane lives and forget everything. So try to keep all these ideals that we are honoring and living by as front and center. And in that same context, he advised his householder devotees, don't go home to your mundane material lives. Go home and see that everything in your home is ingredients for the service of the Lord. See your wife as Krishna's property. as the Lord's property. The wives can see their husbands as Krishna's devotees, not as objects of your own sense gratification. Not that you are here to please me and we're here to enjoy each other. Don't see that, because that enjoying spirit will make you suffer. Misery will be the outcome of that. That's just exploitation, extended selfishness, and it's reactionary, and you will suffer. So shift your consciousness and see that everything and everyone in my home is the property of the Lord, is ingredients for the Lord. See your children not for my own sense gratification, but see your children as the devotees in the group of Bala Gopal. That's baby, young Krishna, all the friends and servants, those in the younger section of Krishna's pastimes. See all the children as members of Krishna's service group, and see your parents not as servants to you or as like suppliers for you and your needs, but as the parents of Krishna, those in the Vatsalya rasa, those who have the loving parental type of love, one of the rasas, one of the five kinds of relationships they can have with Krishna, the soul can have, we can have with Krishna, is a parental type of love. Those are like the older gopis and gopas, the cowherd society, the aunts and the uncles, the nursemaids, the older section who see Krishna as like a child, their own child. So see your parents like that. They're not meant for your sense gratification, but they are Krishna's parents. So nothing is for your own egocentric, enjoying spirit. It's all for service. With this service mentality, you will be free from the confines of mundane materialistic life. And he said, furthermore, in that home where you are living, where you see things in such a way, Goloka Vrindavan will descend into your home. So, through this consciousness, in this spirit of service, the spiritual world will come down and manifest in your home. So these were the words of Srila Saraswati Thakur. You can also meditate on this as you're going home. You all had such a wonderful time and engaging in Vaishnava festivals, seeing the sadhus and chanting, dancing, and having this spiritual experience, but take that home with you and keep that as your ideal and live towards that every day. And that ideal will purify you and draw you closer to it, so it becomes a tangible, practical reality. In one conversation, mock fight, our grandfather Guru Maharaj and Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, they love to have little mock fights with scientists. And sometimes, like we'd see with Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada's morning walks, they'd always bring Swarup Damodar Maharaj, who was a scientist. He actually went to university in my hometown in New York State. And he was very shy. He was from Manipur, which is the northeast of India, and they'd push him forward because Prabhupada would say, "Where's my scientist?" Scientist! And they'd push him forward, and Prabhupada would want a mock fight with him. They say life comes from matter, but I say life comes from life. Life comes from consciousness, and they'd have this argument. So in one context, Srila Bhakti Lalita Devi Goswami Maharaj would say, what benefit are you expecting from your material life, from your mortal existence in this world, this temporary birth that you have, that's in this material world? What sort of benefit are you expecting? And he's saying to the scientist, only this scientist, in the hypothetical scientist, that only death is waiting for you. And you don't realize it's like right around the corner. In a moment it can come, and it will take you away. And you're spending your days and nights trying to enjoy, getting comfortable, making yourselves more comfortable. And this, I'm paraphrasing here, this notion of comfort, this motivation and supplying the world with more apparent comfort is only making you more crazy. It's only perpetuating your illusion. And you're losing sight of how we're not supposed to get comfortable here. Just a side note, they say the mosquitoes in the scriptures, mosquitoes are little reminders. This is not your home. You will feel pain here. You will get bit. Reminders. So, you're endangering the fate of the world with your newer and newer proposals for comfort. And just, leave it to us. We'll show you how to live. And he's talking to the scientists that, you can live here and adjust your consciousness, and you will see that you can use this opportunity for the highest prospect, keeping in mind that death is waiting, and there's only one solution to that. There is a solution to death, and that is evolve your consciousness. Subjective evolution of consciousness. Wake up and come in touch with reality, which is eternal and beautiful and positive and progressive. Come to the feet of fearlessness, which is personified in Krishna. In this famous conversation of Yudhisthira Maharaj, and it's called a yaksha. It's this type of mystical creature that doesn't appear so much anymore because we can't see them anymore. The gods used to come and visit the world and sometimes assume the form of some mystical creature. So Yudhisthira Maharaj was the son of Yamaraj or Dharmaraj. And this is a long story, but I won't go to that. There's always a backstory to these stories. So Yamaraj took the form, the father of Yudhisthira Maharaj, the eldest of the Pandavas, who was more dharmic than, he's like the emblem of dharma, who is perfectly well adjusted with following and practicing religion and being honest and moral and the perfect example, the epitome of a real pious king. And this yaksha asked him several questions. But one of the questions is, tell us, what is this world and how does it operate? Because it's so bewildering. Everyone's so bewildered with this temporary, mundane experience. And what is the nature of this world? What is it? And Yudhisthira Maharaj answered with an analogy or metaphor, not sure exactly which one it is, that the world is like a big cooking pot. And the sun is like the fire. And the days and nights, the seasons, the months are like the utensils cooking. And we are all the uncooked food in that pot, and we're being cooked by time. This was Yudhisthira Maharaj's answer. This is the world. This is what's happening in the world. This is how the world is operating. This was Yudhisthira Maharaj's answer. We're all being cooked by time. So, the wonderful thing is, he answered next, the yaksha asked, what is the wonder? The wonderful thing is we don't realize this. We're all complacent here. We're all living our mundane lives, thinking, everyone's dying around us, but I'm still alive and I've got time. In the back of our mind, we know, time is ticking, and time can, at any moment, vanish for us. That inevitable hour may come at any moment, but we're in so much illusion about that, so much denial about that, just trying to live our comfortable lives, trying to, on a good day, extract a drop of happiness, and that becomes the object of our whole life. We want a drop of happiness. And then, bam, you get smashed for that, because everything's reactionary here. And that enjoying spirit is the crux of your suffering. You're just rushing after this drop of pleasure, which is going to smack you in the head. The sweet ball in the shoe again. Jai Yudamani Prabhu Seva Vikram. So, it's futile. This attempt, this egocentric, enjoying spirit, it must go. And then you can find happiness and fulfillment and satisfaction in something higher, something more real, which is, we are all part and parcel of the Lord. And it's our happiness and innate nature to serve. We'll find happiness in service. We'll find eternal benefit in the form of service. One of my Thai friends in all of Thailand is mourning the loss of the Mother Queen, the previous king's wife, who is the mother of the present-day king. She passed away last week. And my Thai friend is having some existential crisis because she also lost her pet. I think it was a cat or a dog. And someone else died that she knows, and death is waiting for me. And she asked me to tell her about the afterlife. But no one knows better than our Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj. Our Guru, he's pictured here on the left. It was kind of a little little specialty of his to know all the inner workings and afterlife experience. And he had a mystical background of being the son of Shiva. His parents conceived him with Lord Shiva's blessing. They actually asked Shiva, may you send your son, your own son, to our family. And so he had this mystic nature, could see the ghosts. He was always talking to ghosts and departed souls and could see so many things and see the future in everyone. And he just had that extraordinary nature, even though, like, that's not the point. He was, his higher self was an agent of the Lord, who was first-class guru, the successor of his Guru Maharaj, and he had his Vaishnav Seva and so many other things. But he had this understanding, step by step, of the afterlife. And he said the very first thing that happens when you leave your body, you see that that body laying right in front of me is not me. That is not me. That is my temporary, like, old and worn out clothes, as Krishna describes it in the Bhagavad Gita. That body is laying before me, and that is not me. I'm soul, and I'm Atma. And with me, I'm not alone, I'm with Paramatma. Like, if you will, like a God particle. With each soul, there's super soul, Paramatma, accompanying the soul. And so the soul feels, I'm not alone, and I'm eternal. And Gurudev describes, quoting the Bhagavatam, that soul will have some days of residing where they left, and they'll see everyone lamenting for them. But the soul is like, that wasn't me. You didn't know me. I was in that body and suffering according to my previous actions, my karma, playing out my karma. Now it was that destiny where it was time to leave and to continue my journey. I'm still here. And that soul can, like, sit on the bookshelf and watch everybody, can travel near and far. And if that soul was fortunate and had some spiritual culture, they can use that time meditating for their future benefit. And Srila Gurudev quotes Bhagavatam that the process for rebirth is that soul will get absorbed in from the clouds, absorbed into the rain clouds as precipitation, as rain. It will be attached to the rain and rain down onto the earth, and that rain will, that soul will enter into the grains, like rice, wheat, enter into the grains, into the food system, and then be consumed. The Father will consume that soul, and that soul will be put into the mother of that soul through intercourse. Then that soul will take its birth. That's how it works. The rebirth cycle is described in the Bhagavatam, and Gurudev's describing this. He said, but also on an energetic level, the wave of birth and death will force that soul into that situation, into the clouds. It's coming, and the soul will feel some fear from this, because the soul doesn't like this repeated birth and death cycle. It's, the word to describe it is vicious. It's a vicious cycle. This repeated birth and death cycle is not fun for the soul. The soul will feel, I got to go back into the rebirth cycle and suffer according to my previous actions. And this wave will come, and the soul will be pushed into this experience. So the solution, the positive solution to this, solving death, is the specialty of Vedic India, the Vedas, the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, the Vaishnava scriptures, the Vaishnavas, the sadhus, the rishis, the sages. India, like as Mark Twain says, when it comes to religion and reality, with a capital R, India is the only millionaire. Like, if you want to know about reality and religion, you've got to look towards India and see what is coming out of this Vedic culture. Vedic means to know what is, how to live and who you are and where you are and what is the nature of this world, and how to achieve the ultimate positive and progressive, immortal, subjective reality. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, those with fine theistic intelligence will come to this understanding that my life, my time, my energy should be devoted here. And it's a rare thing that anyone will overcome the seduction of the material world and come to this plane, this line, and actually put it into practice. It is a very rare thing in this world, and the most precious thing. So, Srila Sridhar Maharaj says, it takes courage to shake off this mundane material connection to this world and embrace a higher reality that we're not fully aware of. We don't know what these higher things are, but we have some faith, we're hearing about it. By some grace, it's coming to our ears. That's the very first stage in spiritual practice, hearing about divine reality, listening to the advice of the saints and the sages and the scriptures. And through the mercy of the divine agents, divine agency, which is plural, the sadhus, the Vaishnavas, the gurus, they are teaching us about this divine reality. We get connection to them, their backing and their support, and then we can practice and chant and remember and worship this higher reality and engage in service. This is, the greatest adventure of all time and space. So, Srila Sridhar Maharaj quotes the Vedas, awake and arise to your innate treasure, which is your birthright. That is what we are essentially innately meant for. Come in touch with reality, acquaint yourself with reality, and be eternally benefited for it. And that's the only thing you can take with you. Nothing else can come with us when it's time to go. We get sukriti through serving the Vaishnavas, from even appreciating the Vaishnavas, the devotees, And everything they do, all the sadhus and the Vaishnavas, everything they do, they're purifying the environment wherever they go, cleaning the whole environment, like Srila Sridhar Maharaj in one context said, the Vaishnavas and the saints, they're like disinfecting the infectious disease of the world, which is hridrogam, heart disease, this disease of exploitation and sense enjoyment, obsession. That's a diseased state of the soul. And the sadhus are disinfecting that wherever they go, and whatever they're doing, they're purifying the whole place. So when we have some connection to them, we're always in a safe position. And we can also, with whatever capacity we have, be disinfecting agents by engaging in spiritual practice, in Nam Sankirtan, Vaishnav Seva, Prasad Seva, all the things we try to do every day. These are purifying us and also having some good effect, benefit on our environment and everybody in it. So this is something about our spiritual practice, and we want to keep these things, Gurudev said, in a golden pot in our hearts. Keep it, the ideal, tangible and real, and for daily life remembrance and our objective every day. Like, let's not cheat our guardians by being real disciples in happy festive times, but going home, we must keep it alive and real, and that way we'll always be living according to our ideals and getting benefit. So Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Rakhak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Esi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Sudhir Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Bimal Avadut Maharaj Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mata Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Kartik Vrata Ki Jai. Jai to all our Hungarian Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. All the world devotees Ki Jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. Jai Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. So, Anandavardhan Prabhu, please chant Hari Harai Nama Krishna. Let's see, what page is that?
Page 60 in this book, 66 in page
66.
60.
Hare Gopi
Jai, Sparika Shishi Guru Gauranga Radha Govinda Sundar Giridhari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Rupanuga Guru Bhaga Ki Jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Hari Nam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Gaur Premanande. Jai Gurudev. So everyone take prasadam, and then you will get to meet Srila Bhakti Sudhir Goswami Maharaj in our tea room. Hopefully it's ready. And then we'd like to help you to the airport. You need to leave your resort at 12. 12.